So here we are, final episode of the first season of the Stop the Feeding Southampton Football Manager Challenge. And we've had a few games. We've had 3 games since the last episode, so let's just quickly run through them. The first game was Man United away, and we didn't do great. We lost 1-0. Unfortunately, Tadic missed a penalty in the last 10 minutes, which would have been a great result otherwise, but 1-0 nonetheless. But then we then went on and played Crystal Palace away. Now, Crystal Palace earlier in the season when we weren't doing that well, we drew to at home. They've been struggling in the season. They did go 1-0 up, but then we managed to capitalise towards the end. Storaro scoring, and then Javier Taveros scored 5 minutes to go. And Javier Taveros probably looked at the episode before and thought, you know what, Justin Kluivert's the other young winger, and he's getting all the plaudits at the moment, so I'm going to match him. And we took Chelsea at home and we beat them 1-0. Thanks to Javier Taveros, 75th minute. So where's that left us? Our last game's against West Brom. It's away. We are 9th. We've guaranteed a minimum of 9th. And we've got Liverpool and Stoke ahead of us. Now, we can jump both of them if they both lose. Or we could just stay where we are. Either way, it's been a good season. But not as good as Bournemouth. Bournemouth were able to do the Leicester. They've won the league. They won it with their last game. So they're 5 points clear of Arsenal now. There's no way Arsenal can catch them. Bournemouth have won the league. Other than that, looks like Tottenham probably going to get Champions League over Chelsea. Man United and Arsenal also got Champions League. Man City 6th, which is terrible for them. Looking at the relegation zone, Everton could get relegated this year. Swansea look like they're done, unless they manage to win their game 17-0 or 16-0 and West Ham lose 1-0. Crystal Palace also look like they're done, so it's going to be about Everton, West Ham. So let's have a quick look at the schedule for the day. So Arsenal are playing Stoke. Hopefully Arsenal can do us a favour and beat Stoke for us. Liverpool playing Burnley at home. You'd expect that to be a win for Liverpool. But a draw helps us out as well. So this is supposing that we actually beat West Brom. So that's going to be a difficult game in itself. It is away to West Brom. Our away form is not as good as our home form. In other news, Chelsea playing Leicester, where Everton are playing Newcastle away. That's a difficult game for them. But West Ham are going to be on a hiding. They've got Man United away. So if Everton can get a win over Newcastle, they might just stay up. Let's look at the goal difference that they need. Everton, oh no, that's the schedule. Competitions. Everton. Okay, so West Ham, if West Ham lose by a couple of goals and Everton win, then Everton will stay up. So that's going to be a really big game today. But without further ado, let's crack on to the West Brom match. So here we are, the Hawthorns, last game of the season. And the team's pretty much picked itself again. Ontiveros is being rested for at least the first half of this game. He's on 96%, so Bufal's chomping at the bit. He's on 100%. Kluivert's come in. Tadic is injured. He's been injured for 4 to 5 months. Which is annoying because that takes him up to around about end of September. And he was somebody that I was thinking about potentially offloading during the summer to try and make a bit more money and to get his wages off the bill. But if I'm going to get rid of Forster and Van Dijk, then maybe it is worth keeping Tadic around for his mentality and his leadership of the team. Ita is back from injury, but he's only just back, so Bertrand will keep his place in the starting lineup. And Vergani's on the bench. We have promised him that he will get games off the bench this season when he signed for us. So he's had a few. If we see here, he's had 5 games in the Premiership and 1 in each of the cups. So he's had a few games off the bench, and hopefully we'll get him out today as well. Right, let's give West Brom a game. We've gone counter to start off with, just because we're away. So I don't want to go in here too arrogant about our chances. And straight away, first few minutes, we've kept the ball quite well. 70% possession. But West Brom are starting to win the ball back now. Starting to come back into the game. 20 minutes have passed and there's not been a single highlight. Here we go. We lose the ball to Matt Phillips. And Rondon has got the pace. Oh, good save. Well done, really. Alright, so half an hour gone. Arsenal are leading Stoke 1-0. That's good for us if we can get a win here. It's not good for us if we can't. Cliver off target with a shot. We haven't had any highlights ourselves yet. It's all been West Brom with the best chances. Rondon earlier in this one now. Phillips to Gibbs. Chadley to Rondon. Rondon sticks it high and wide. Okay, half time. Half time we could be playing better. Liverpool are winning. You kind of expect that. Okay, so disappointing there. And let's go for the tactical change that's helped us out in the past. So we're going to go with an attacking mentality now. We're going to take the game to them. Going to go direct, clear the ball to the flanks, and stay on feet. Okay, let's go there. Better intensity. Stoke are losing. How are Everton doing? Everton are drawing. Oh no, they're winning. Sorry, they're drawing on points at the moment. West Ham. So I think the only way that works is if Everton are winning and West Ham are losing one, and they're both doing 1-0 each. So that's going to be a exciting last second half for them. And Kirchiauk plays it to Phillips. Phillips crosses in. Chadley's there, and good save by Rulli. And we're not going to look at where. Well, we can see where we are on the table there. Just need to get a goal. Come on. Come on, Southampton. You can do this. You've done this against Chelsea. You've done this against Liverpool. Buffal straight at the goalkeeper. Alright. It's time for Wonder Kid. Wonder Kid. He's here to save the day. Actually, Justin Cliver. No. No, let's go with my first thought. You have Ontiveros on. Buffal off. Can he make a difference? And Gibbs, he's got Austin there, and Charlie Austin scores against his old team. Oh, that's a real shame. It's a real shame, that is. Charlie Austin. Yes, let's proceed with the tactical changes. Now, West Brom have got their tails up. Charlie Austin with the ball to Neom. Back to Kirchiauk. Neom. Oh, now Livermore's got it. Sticks it over the bar. Wow, really makes a save. Oh, and Chadley scores. It's going to be all over here, I think. So I promised Vergani he'll come on. And also let's bring on Itter for Bertrand. Give Itter his final seeing off. Everton. What's going on in the Everton match? Have Everton... Everton can get relegated. Man United is 0-0. Everton are winning 2-0. I've lost interest in this game because I think we've lost. Ontiveros plays in Vergani. And Vergani... Oh, good save. Vergani's got the wrong role set because he's not a complete forward. Definitely not a complete forward. Stick him on as a poacher now. Storaro with the ball in. Roma to Vergani. Oh, I thought Hoyt could have just played it then, but he didn't. Ontiveros tackled. Ontiveros offside. Updates. Any changes here? Newcastle fought back a little bit. And it's all over. It's all over. West Brom have done the impossible and beaten Southampton 2-0. Disappointing end to the season, unfortunately. What's happened in the other games? Everton have been relegated. It's been confirmed Everton have been relegated. Man United, Tottenham, Arsenal and Bournemouth in the Champions League. Liverpool are going to go to the Europa with Chelsea. Man City are not in Europe next year. Southampton are. And let's have a quick look at what we get for the end of the season. So, our press conference. I'll have to wait and take everything into perspective. How do we reflect on this? I think we can look about a lot of pride, some excellent results and performances. I'm happy to put building blocks in place, and we'll consider what's best for him. Javier Aguirre has put him on. I don't know anything about that. You can't be happy following a result, performance like that. There are some positives and of course some negatives. Vigani is finding it tough. He's not scored yet for it, but he is just 17. We've been given 22 million, nice, and we've paid out 1 million. So that's it. And we'll catch up in a second at the true end of the season when we can look back at who's won the Champions League, who's been promoted, who's been relegated, who's won the Europa League, and who's won the FA Cup. So here we are, end of the season, and as we can see, these are the awards given at St Mary's Stadium last night. Kasper Dolberg, fans player of the season. Of course, he had a very, very strong season. 24 goals in 37 games. Really happy with his output. Sturaro came second and Bertrand came third. Sturaro got goal of the season. Let's have a quick watch of that. So it was against Swansea. We were at home. And we're just loading it up. Here we go. 3-0 up. Or we won 3-0. Sturaro, edge of the area. Puts it in. I think we've probably scored some other good goals that were comparable to that, but that's a very good goal. Kasper Dolberg was our signing of the season, and he was also our young player of the season, so he took a lot of awards. Our overall review, we came 9th in the Premiership. We lost in the 5th round. We were expecting to go out in the 5th round of the FA Cup, and we won the League Cup. So we did just exactly what we were meant to do. Plus, we won a cup and got into Europe. And let's just have a quick look. I'll do all this, but let's have a quick look at the other competitions. The Carroll Cup was won by us. Liverpool won the FA Cup. They beat Man City in the final 5-1. Everton, Palace and Swansea have been relegated. And where can we find the Championship? Let's see who's coming up to join us. Oh, Champions League. The Champions League final is going to be between Paris Saint-Germain and Atletico Madrid. And the Championship, there's so many things called the Championship. Here's a Sky Bet Championship. Let's have a quick look at... Oh, so it's between Norwich and Leeds for the final of the playoffs. And Wolves and Middlesbrough got promoted. So Wolves are back in the Premiership after many, many years. Middlesbrough are back after 1 year. And Norwich could be back. Leeds could be back. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens. But that's the end of our season. Hopefully we get given a large amount of money to move into next season. We'll get rid of Forster. We'll get rid of Van Dijk. We can buy a load of players. And I'll see you just before, or sorry, middle of pre-season, just so we can see how transfers getting on, and for the first game of the season. I think that will be a Europa League qualifying match, but we'll see. Anyway, that episode will be tomorrow on Tuesday, so you don't have long to wait. In the meantime, if you can think of anybody that we should be signing, comment below, and I'll see you then.